Is now in order to consider amendment number 14, printed in Part B of House Report 116-383. For what purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 14, printed in Part B of House Report number 116-383, offered by Mr. Panetta of California.
Pursuant to House Resolution 811, the gentleman from California, Mr. Panetta, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from California.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Lawson, Ms. Presley, Ranking Member. Thank you very much. I rise to offer an amendment to H.R. 3621, the Student Borrower Credit Improvement Act. As we all know, this is a bill that we are considering today which strengthens consumer protections for all Americans by making overdue reforms to credit reporting. Specifically, the Student Borrower Credit Improvement Act gives borrowers facing economic hardship an opportunity to repair their credit profile and prevent certain prior delinquencies from being reported. These borrowers who are working to do everything right deserve that chance to repair their credit scores. But at times, when a borrower experiences sudden economic hardship, it can be nearly impossible to make payments on time. That's why the legislation in front of us allows borrowers to pause their repayments when they demonstrate undue hardship resulting from an unusual extenuating life circumstance. Now, my amendment would include homelessness as defined by HUD and as an extenuating life circumstance, demonstrating a hardship and therefore making them eligible for that type of grace period that this legislation allows. When a borrower experiences homelessness, it is nearly impossible to focus on anything else, and securing a safe place to live becomes a top priority. This amendment would ensure that borrowers who are experiencing homelessness can focus on finding a place to stay without worrying about missing a payment. A Federal Reserve study has showed that student loan debt has caused a third of borrowers to move in with their parents after school. But many students with debt lack that type of support system, and faced with a lack of housing options, they do become homeless. Now, on the Central Coast of California, where I represent, there are some borrowers who face homelessness even before graduating college. Students at the local university, University of California at Santa Cruz, many of them have been forced to live in vehicles in university parking lots. By including my amendment in this legislation, we can ensure that borrowers experiencing homelessness are given temporary reprieve and preserve their ability to repair their credit. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield my time.